This week we honor a football player from Ogdensburg who was exceptional at carrying the pigskin. His ability on the gridiron earning him the Watertown Savings Bank 7 News North Country Athlete of the Week award. Astryn Grenier of Ogdensburg receives this week's honor. This running back part of a 1-2 punch this past season for the Blue Devils. He ran for over 1,000 yards this season, averaging 9 yards per carry. He scored 16 touchdowns and converted 10 two-point conversions. On defense, he was an outstanding outside linebacker. Along with Luca Labella, Astryn Grenier gave the Blue Devils an outstanding ground game.
I got started by playing like two-hand touch in the neighborhood with my friends and cousins and brothers, and that just made me really love the sport. So I asked my aunt to play Pee-wee, played for the Bears here, and then I left New York, went to Florida, and I played all the way up through 6th grade, and then moved back to New York to play. I started here on modified about 8th grade, moved up to varsity in the middle of 10th grade, and started ever since, all the way up to being a senior. I brought a lot of physicality and very determined, and yeah, I brought intensity throughout the whole year, finished everything strong, gave everything all I had. Pretty big key role on the offense and defense by playing running back, sharing the backfield with Luca, and on defense being a linebacker. My work ethic, I'd say, makes me me because I want to work and get better every single day and overcome every flaw that I have.
When I first saw him play football, he was in 9th grade, and he's a slasher. He was very aggressive. He's not afraid to tackle, and I was pretty impressed with him. I was really shocked at what a good football player he was when I first saw him. And then he came up, I think, at the end of his freshman year for a playoff run, and then his sophomore year he started, and he was playing great for the JVs, and we brought him up probably halfway through the season, and we stuck him in there at safety, and he very, very coachable when he came up as a 10th grader. He was a pleasure to coach. He is a high effort player. He's a physical player. You know, you asked him about the Peru game a little while ago, and his effort in that game was excellent. He had an interception, he had a couple hundred yards, he had a few touchdowns, he was all over the place. And that was, as you mentioned earlier, that was after one mistake. And just, he put his head down and he just wasn't going to let one mistake define his game or his season. A great compliment to Luca, of course, but also a great compliment to our offensive line, who blocked like crazy, and a great compliment to our defensive line, who helped him out when he was playing linebacker.
Congratulations to Astryn Grenier of Ogdensburg, the Watertown Savings Bank 7 News North Country Athlete of the Week.